Hey everyone, Judith Manriquez here. So I'm in for today's 1 minute message, and I'm going to be talking about writing content your way, which is what I'm going to be sitting down to do for myself today. And it's been a process. So I thought I'd share with you sort of like how I've gone about doing it, sort of my traditional way of doing it, what I really know about it in the end, even when I forget, and then leave you with a few tips. So hopefully this is helpful for you. Now, writing content for me is a really long process oftentimes, because when I finally sit down to write content, which for me means write my offers, write my about page, it's just feeling like everything needs an overhaul because I haven't made really a collective change for a while. And you may be feeling the same way too, because with pretty much the whole process we've been through for this part of the year, the first half of the year has really been about getting clarity, exploring what we've been about, and I've been feeling that, so you might be too. So for me, this is what writing looks like, and just to be very honest, I stew on it for a long while. Like, I've really been thinking about this for a good long 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Like, I know change has been coming for a while, but I haven't really been clear, and I'm constantly looking for where to find the clarity. Like, I listen, I really get into looking at other people's stuff. There's some people that I really respect, and I like to immerse myself in people who are really clear to kind of read their stuff. Then I'll take off and go look at other random things that are maybe tangentially related, that I don't know them at all, but I can see that they're writing to an audience that's similar to mine, or they do something similar to me, and I go down that rabbit hole. And it is a rabbit hole. Like, that really does take me down, just exploring new possibilities. But it's also, I could probably get by without doing it. Let's just put it that way. It's just a way to calm myself from not really having it done and knowing that I really don't have full clarity yet. So it gives me something to do. I jot down notes constantly. Like, I have tons of little pieces of paper, like phrases and thoughts. I spend a lot of time questioning myself. Questioning myself. Am I clear about my clients? Am I clear about what I want to do? Is this how I want to offer things? So a lot of questions there. And this is really important. I'm looking down at my notes. I really look at who do I want to work with or what do I want to do when I work with them? So it's a lot about the wanting part. It's not about who do I work with or what do I offer, but what do I want to work on and who do I want to work with. So wanting is a very important piece of this for me. And the place where I get derailed or spend a lot of time, I think, off in the weeds, is I spend a lot of time thinking about words. I look for the right tone and alignment to words. So I spend a lot of time thinking about the words I'll use to help me self-identify so that you can find me. And that's just my own personal thing. I think I'm constantly looking for vibration. So in the end, here's what I know. That's just me and my prep process. So today I'm going to sit down with my tarot cards and notes and things I've saved, and I'm just going to start writing out where I'm going, and it'll probably be a solid first draft. But even as I'm doing all this prep work, in the end, here's what I have to share with you in terms of words of wisdom. I really like things that are not like all the rest. So I know it's really important to be myself, so I'll encourage you to be yourself. We read tons of stuff online, and they're all really similar. There's a similar flow, there's a similar cadence, there's a similar sales style. It's often, so whenever you run across something that isn't the same, it's refreshing. At least for me it is. So I aim for trying to be me mostly. I really look for vibration, and I would encourage all of my clients, feel for the vibration. What's the vibration that you're conveying, and is it reflected in your words? And does the vibration stay in flow for you with your words and what you offer in your about page? And then I also remind myself, it's totally going to change again. So get close, because it's going to change again. Don't aim for perfection. So right now I'm aiming for halfway close, and then I'll reread it in a couple of days and get all the way closer to where I'm ready to put it up and start sharing it. And here are my tips for you to help you when you're writing. And these are consistently, I share them with my clients consistently. Be clear about your people. A lot of times you read a lot about ICAs and finding your ideal client and all that business. And here's how I would suggest you do it. Because I assume you're empathic, you're intuitive, you do transformational work, you help people find their soul or their soul purpose or their life or life stream energy and how to work well with that. Imagine yourself being stuck in a room with your people for 24 hours straight. You only have your people and you have to spend the full 24 hours with them, and imagine who they are, because when you exit that room, you want to feel really, really good. You want to have people you can speak to. You don't have to translate your language. They all understand everything that comes out of your mouth that you want to talk about. They love. Those are your people. That's the easiest way to know. Unless you're doing a very productized stuff, most of the time in the service industry, you want those people. Second point is be clear about what you want. Oftentimes we're constantly encouraged and directed to focus on what's best for our client, but for the people I work with, they're highly empathic, highly intuitive, and they always hone in on what someone else wants and put themselves second. So be very, very clear about what you want. And that actually takes a lot longer to get to than most people realize, because you've gotten so good at not paying attention to what you want and then putting it first. So be clear about what you want in the words you write and the offers you make, and then know that you can turn your attention to how to then structure this to support someone else. Also, trust that how you put something together, so an offer, is so much less important than being in alignment. And that's what I'm working on for myself. I need to trust that how I structure all of this is so much less important. The words are so much less important than the alignment to what I'm desiring and what I'm creating and who I am. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Have a fabulous weekend, and we will talk soon. Bye.